Alright. I think we are back. And I'm hoping the audio is this time loud and clear. Hello everyone and welcome back to Plan B Terraform. Where at this point, I think it is just a matter for us to keep growing, keep increasing the numbers, and then let our cities sprawl until the next step, where we will see what happens. On the one hand, we have the beautiful city of New Istanbul that is growing all within our attempted pentagon. That was the original call. I ended up making a hexagon containing a star. Thought that would be cool enough. And I needed to expand the blockers up to 3 tiles to prevent them from jumping, because even on double tiles they would find themselves on the other side. In terms of production, it is all working out as intended. We are adding food, we are adding reinforced concrete, all as necessary, so this city continues to grow. And as is the request right now, only the biggest city needs to reach this population, which means all numbers that we increase only will be related to the ones in this city. Now, the city is generating 300 waste of each kind. So let's try to at least offload it correctly with sufficient trains. And on the other hand, well, we certainly need to do something with that waste. Otherwise it will end up accumulating over here too. So, let's find out. What are you doing? You are not having enough iron. How is my iron reserve looking? Looking actually just fine. Okay. How is the waste reserve looking? Low, that's nice. But the metal waste is pretty high. So metal waste. Where are we using you up? Not there. Over here. Okay, so we are not consuming it fast enough, I believe. Because the mechanical parts are not being crafted fast enough. What if we do it like this? As long as the bots can keep up, the mechanical parts should be delivered all over the place, thus alleviating our problems over here. I mean, it is starting to clear up, so that seems to be working out. At least it feels mildly lower in capacity, which is what we need. Okay, so that seems to be working out. That is good for us. Let's check back on the city. So, city supply is now limited. Is it a matter of reinforced concrete? Yes. We need 233 per year. And we are supposed to be delivering it. But seems like we are not producing enough. So how about we try to do that? Well, I mean, the problem is right here, right? What if we do this? How illegal would that be? We could then throw the overflow of this heal bar right over there. Honestly, I could totally imagine reusing this correctly, but I think our main problem is the aluminum bar. So how about we try to find something to do with that? Who even uses aluminum bar? Is it high-tech parts? Let's check it out. It is indeed high-tech parts. Okay. So we could do double feeds. one over here for the metal parts, and one the other way for aluminum bars? An interesting question. And the biggest question now for me is, why is this transport not working out as intended? I mean, we're currently bringing it a lot more sulfur than iron, I get that. Okay, there we go again. How do I deal with this? Or do I even need to deal with this? Because right now the waste has dropped to 0. I'm gonna increase transport, but I think we may have... Never mind. I think I need to export faster. Not you. Go back. This. Okay. 800 should cover it for it. Okay, but at least these numbers are moving. All of these factories are producing. So for now, we seem to be correctly covered once again. And I see the concrete accumulating a little bit more than before. So that's also good. Check back with New Istanbul. See how things are going. Still somehow not quite there. But waste production seems to be going way up. Is it an export problem? No. That seems to be working out. The trains are always leaving full, so... Okay. I think I need to prepare a more complex chain for my well-being for the future. The first question is high-tech parts. You are just carbon polymer. Okay, I think I understand what I need. Let's imagine a world... This working out as intended? Wait. Or before I do the new thing. The steel bars are never reaching this area, as far as I can see. I guess this is the old way of doing reinforced concrete. I'm gonna delete a little bit of it, because I kinda want to use this area. Okay. So, how are we gonna do this? Well, we exit a new location. We project it over here. Then, we are going to need I think this is actually a different type of problem. The waste turns only into 2 types of bars. And that kind of really means that I should store those 2 types of bars. Well, now I'm facing a different problem, which is production. Okay, I think we're gonna do it the easiest possible way. New storage areas. So the first one will be for iron bars. And the second for aluminum bars. Okay, I think this was the correct way to do it. Oh, that was not. Yes. Okay, give me stations. Nice. And then we're gonna say, forget what we were doing before. Let's make it very easy, very good, very straightforward. This whole area is for metal waste. Which will then be taken by all of these cycle centers. To turn into steel bars. And aluminum bars. Perfect. And we're gonna need some stations. Let's make 1, 5. And we're gonna say metal waste, 5 trains, metal waste, mind we don't have pre-made stations. Metal waste number 2, 5 trains. That should be a neat production already. And then let's say aluminum, aluminum, iron bar, iron bar, steel bar, steel bar, steel bar, and the last aluminum, aluminum. Okay. Now, is it working out? Where are my waste trains? Did that we run out of waste? No. That one of them? Yes. Okay. Push it further and further. See what happens. Where are the trains that go here? Oh, well, that's never gonna work. It's too far from the metal waste. Glad I found what I was missing. Hey, nice. I guess this will help chop down that requirement. And then we're gonna add a little thing over here and say, would you like to bring your metal bars? It should be really good to assist with the reinforced iron creation. Because it kind of skips one step, if you will. I mean, cement has us beat, that's for sure. But we should be fine. Okay. Check the waste area again. This one working? I think that's one of them incoming. Yeah, very good. We are processing this pretty fast. Seems like we're accumulating too many steel bars though. That's okay, we can increase the train count. How is the city doing once again? Ooh, we are running out of everything. That is not good. Not good at all. Okay, we do have the oxygen still, so... Tell me. Oh, well. The numbers have increased, right? So it's just a matter of bringing it here. How much do they need? 250? Okay, we move to 300. 300. 300. 300. Ah, the waste is finally down. We did it. Now let's check on the food. If I ever remember where we did it. Over there. Maybe for that reason we need to write. We're missing carbon? Oh, we're missing water. How is the water storage? We are indeed missing water. That's perfectly fine. What we're missing is actual transportation. Because we have the water. Same goes for the nitrogen, but I don't think we're missing that. Yeah, okay, that should be good. We get back in here. Check on the high-tech parts next. What is happening, high-tech parts? What are you missing? Aluminum bar. Well, let me tell you a story. We actually have access to that. what if add this here and we say bring me multiple trains of aluminum bar. I guess what we're missing here is aluminum ore. So let's go also check on aluminum ore. It is quite low indeed. Who is in charge of aluminum ore right now? This area, which understandably has run up. Okay, so let's replace all the existing stockpiles. For functioning extractors. And then we're gonna try to do the opposite. Something like that. This should increase once again the export aluminum ore. Hopefully that is sufficient to stabilize. Let's check on the food. The water is arriving. We still will have a few more delays until this normalizes, but we are sending the water. What does the city think about this? Not enough food. And I guess not enough high-tech parts. Sometimes I wonder if it's better to withhold the supply for a little bit so that we can accumulate. But I don't think that's actually a good idea. Okay, so high-tech parts is accumulating. Food is slightly behind. But it's picking up as best as it can. And it keeps arriving in droves. Let's check out how the storage looks like. It's decent. What do we say at the food creation portion? Still water the problem. It's certainly not the trains. We are constantly providing water. Okay, good. Alright, we're approaching 50,000. That's something. But I'm afraid that my scale is not sufficient. Do we maybe need multiple stations of water? Oh, we're never transporting this out. So let's find another water. I regret not having pre-made stations all over the place. Okay, let's put it at that. Then I want to make a little bit of math here. Each one of these produces 5. And I have 1, 10, around 30. That's just 150 water, which is really, really not enough. So let's make another 2 lines, I guess. Oh, come on. Alright, that should help severely increase the output of water. It will take a little bit until it stabilizes. But I don't need the nitrogen so far, at least not in this amount. Even though it is dwindling. Should I rethink my statement? Let's check the storage here. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as water. Yeah, look at this nitrogen, it's super fine. Aluminum needs help though, once again. Let's find more of it. That's I don't even know what we're producing. Ah, yeah, gas. Aluminum. That was pretty clean. I'm impressed. I think all of this is connected, so I'm just gonna assume. Of course, what we're missing is destination railroad. Okay, that's not very efficient. Let's have a new go. That's better. Can have like 30 trains assigned to that. The other version was just doing way too many loops. The way we saved that. Okay, so the waste problem seems to be controlled, right? Yeah, now it's just a matter of transporting in and out. Okay. How about the water food problem? Water is still losing. How about water storage over here? Water is definitely losing. Did we ever make a second train up here? Did not. That should work out. Yeah. So the problem is supply. Now oxygen. That one is very easy to. Where is carbon? Carbon is fine. Okay, that should solve the oxygen problem. $291 per year is pretty brutal. Oh, we have reached the point that I was afraid of. We're not supplying reinforced concrete sufficiently because there's no surface area for us to drop it into. I'm gonna risk it with this and hope that it all works out. Alternatively, I could shift everything by one. Like do this. Then we can restore this. And we just delete this. The trains should continue to work anyway, because of how surface works. And now we seem to be able to provide for it all. Food train seems slightly disappointed. Did not even get to offload everything. Make sure that it does get to offload. And yeah, we are down to food being the only thing missing. We need to increase transport rate because soon enough we'll outgrow the situation, and this is getting pretty tricky. Like, the growth of one city to 100,000 is not that easy. The good thing is that we are still absolutely on time to derive this into a 3 supply chain, for example, and have multiple offloading situations. The oxygen catching up? Hoping so. Now the reinforced concrete is missing. Oof, what a mess. I wonder if I would have benefited from knowing numbers a little bit better. Like, how much supply is needed for 100,000 citizens? Because then what we can do is reverse engineer what we actually need out of it. And why is this not going anywhere? Well, now it is going. Oh, because it's counting on an old railroad track. This fix it? Yes. No. Now it fixed it. And I wish there was a re-roll navigation button. So that iron is done for. How are we doing on other iron patches? I guess there is the very real question, what happens if we run out of materials? Okay, we do it like that. Then we just throw a giant line. Very good. Of course, we don't have one here. That should do some work. Go to the city. We're up to 50,000. Now what are we missing? Well, basically everything according to it. I think we may need to switch to the 3 input model that I was talking about. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's pause the game while we fix this. All right. So this is food. Let's bring 400 per year of everything. Gonna need concrete. The reinforced kind. Over here. 400 once again. We're gonna need this. Oxygen. That oxygen for real? Yes, carbon and oxygen. And as well, confirmed oxygen. And the last thing is high-tech parts. Okay, that should do that part. Now let's go check out our high-tech parts construction area. Not this. This. Seem to be missing carbon, but that sounds weird. Maybe we need more of this. Make sure it doesn't get eaten by a production that we have almost 3,000 of. I guess there is no way to recycle this, right? Yeah. So we should kind of really stop the construction of anything that sounds too crazy. Okay, carbon is picking up. That seems to be at least going back up. My next thought is maybe we should stop this one. Like, what's the point in randomly keeping the city? So let's leave one train. Actually, can we leave 0 train? Yes. Great. This city can go back down to 0 inhabitants. It doesn't bother me at all. And we get to save a lot of resources. A bit sad for New Washington, but such is game. New Istanbul. Oh, the trash is piled up. How? Is it piled up over there? Or is it a similar problem where we cannot offload it fast enough? The good thing is we can always do this. And suddenly there is room again. But yeah, let's take care of it properly. Where is the organic waste? It is indeed correct. And where are we using organic waste? Another one. just here. Recycle center. So what is happening here? I don't know. This is the crafting of it.
Act 5.
Hey, Sistrat. I'm trying to reach 100,000 population in New Istanbul. Act is just the way I denote the episodes. Sometimes it does work to say episodes, but I feel like act always calls for good attention. I don't really know where my organic waste is going now, and at this point I am afraid to ask. The water topic is still a problem. Is this the organic waste deposit? No, this is just carbon.
Oh, is this your 5th time streaming this then?
That is correct. And this also allows people to follow in YouTube, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when the episodes go up. I can... I cannot find the area where we treat organic waste anymore. Where did that go? Did we just not do that? No. It's here. It's here. It's here. Yes. Bring me more. Bring me a lot more.
Did you made marker posts D that helps on the big map?
Yes, I did, but not exactly on this one thing. So I will show you as soon as I zoom out. Organic waste. Like, I've made markers of everything else, but not of organic waste. But since we're already here, might as well mark some of our other machinery. This is reinforced concrete.
Oh haha, it's kinda blends together.
Yeah, well, we somehow invented, I'm gonna go with invented, some form of main train line storage facility, which you can observe here. Absolutely beautiful. But the result was that if I look at this
Holy
area...
Mother of God.
Thank you for the answer. So the FPS drop a lot, but what this allows us to do is that we can pull out resources whenever we want, and that left for a very clean factory. As clean as it can be. So I'm gonna continue this way. I noticed that sulfur is dwindling, so... Wow, this entire area has been mined out. Okay, so that is gone. Let's find more sulfur, shall we? This sulfur? Okay, that's... I will do it, but just for the sake of getting it done. It is really not a lot of sulfur. Let's drag a rail.
You do know you need to terraform, not exploit this planet XD.
Hey, are they not related? Okay. If there is anything Factorio has taught us, it's that the factory must always grow. And in the meantime, let's find another source. Like this one. I was even making concrete out of this, but I think I gotta let go of that. Okay. very clean.
So what does Istanbul needs?
I will check very soon again, but until recently, just the exponential growth of its needs, I was not able to cover. So let's go here and say destination. Come on, we have no free station. Ugh, come on. And there we go. So, New Istanbul. How are you doing?
How's it going?
Hey, Omniconda, how are you doing? Look at the growth of Istanbul. It really wants to cover over our little star. I had to increase the inputs so that not just the supplies but the offloading of trains could work more efficiently. I'm gonna jump to 500 of everything. And I see that we're running low on food and reinforced concrete, so concrete is probably because of the sulfur.
I saw others do this cover with roads. What's the point of that?
So C-Strat...
Bad just finished my stream before going to get take hits.
Ah, cute. C-Strat, the problem with cities is that they grow wherever they want. The second problem is that they can jump with their growth over one tile, and on occasions over two tiles as well. So if you want to give your city any shape, you will need a 3 cover of anything. It could be roads, it could be buildings. Roads make it really easy because at this point you are not using roads anymore and you probably have a few thousand. 2,000 more here. And then you get to draw cool shapes that you want to allow your city to grow into. Kind of like if you were making a pattern for fungus, right? Like, you know, this mold type of things.
Dish.
Yes, exactly, petri dish. Thank you. It kind of grows into the shape that you want. So I found that pretty cute, and I'm trying to make good use of it. Okay, our suspicions were correct. Sulfur is the reason why our reinforced concrete is not advancing fast enough. Let's go get more of it. Sulfur found.
I like the idea, maybe a future run.
You mean with the cities, Omniconda?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it really helped me establish a clear wall between what I wanted the city to do and what I needed to do for the city. Wow, I'm out of extractors. I did not see that coming. Okay, let's do it like this.
Oh, you're on full speed year 200, goddamn.
Yeah, I always play full speed. Even though I'm building and rebuilding things. It may have been a mistake, because I feel like I have consumed too many resources. And you know what? If we have to start over, we can easily do that in another series. And learn from our mistakes, so to speak. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna slow down, because I am worried about one thing and I forgot what it is. Ah, extractors. Okay, very easy. Yeah, this is the place, right? So. Well, that's atmospheric extractor.
Doesn't seem to matter ATM, but I guess it might in future.
Ah, I understand. And we also seem to have... sufficient here. Okay. We can accelerate once again. I think there is a problem is that cities consume more than what they give back. So you can drive yourself to...
Well, if you play in pause on such a large scale what you have now, the autosave would take minutes, maybe even crash your game.
Don't say that. I don't want any more crashes. Hey, you are illegal. Detected. Anyone else thinking of settling outside? No? Okay, so let's analyze this problem that we're having here. Like, as long as we keep it like this, I'm gonna pause for it. Our production is not keeping up. I think I have a cruel idea. But let's do it. Okay, hear me out. The cities, first, it will begin to shrink. Sure. Population will decrease like crazy. But we will accumulate materials a little bit so that we can have some form of stockpile. And once I feel decent enough, yeah, it's actually decreasing at a crazy pace. At 50,000. That's how much time I'm giving my stockpiles.
And here I tuft you only exploit the planet.
The horrible person. Okay, we're getting close. I like the supplies that we're having right now. How about we do it at 51,000, chat? And that's where the city turned around. And I say, grow! Grow once again! Oh, population still going down. I guess it has to catch up a little bit. Look at that! City waste disposal is bad. Why are you bad? Wait, this we can solve partially manually. Hundred. See how far we can go up. 311 per year. That's a little bit insane. How do people do this? Like, this looks really clean. I would love it for it to survive. Reinforced street already a problem. Go back in here. Why are you a problem? Steel bar, literally because of concrete, which is because of sulfur. So yeah, this is not providing anymore. This apparently is not providing enough. Okay. How does all sulfur look like? Actually looks really good. Maybe it's just a matter of more trains. Okay. Seems like we're getting back to it. What can you say, New Istanbul? Nope. He says nope. What is going on with our metal waste? We're literally at 0? Just a matter of transportation. And having 40 trains is not transporting this fast enough? Okay. Well, good thing we had another station there. I have an idea on what is happening. Okay, first of all, we don't have any more stations.
If the factory that uses the resource uses the same depot as the one that unloads the train, then they might not unload the train fast enough.
Yeah, that is one of the things that can happen. But I think what's really happening here, in this particular case, is that the train cannot unload because it's going to the wrong destination. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna double check. Let's do 500 here. Oh, okay, fine. So the train exists, it is just stuck. And you know what? That's fine. We have replaced you with a better version. Yeah, every time you delete train tracks, some trains just stop working. Gotta be careful. Okay, so that's going back up. You are trying your best. So the limiting factor is that and high-tech parts. My solution not sufficient? Like we were doing fine when the numbers were enough, but I think somewhere along the line things broke down. First of all, this is not even making reinforced concrete anymore. Because not enough iron? Yeah, that's the problem with the central. Okay, so is anyone still producing anything? Because I got a feeling that we have enough of everything. Do we have 6,000 rails? Yes. Okay. So you are done. You are done. I guess I could have just deleted this. And let's do that and restore the other two. We had rails and rail stuff. Do I really need extractors? Yes. I should probably delete all the extractors too. Irrelevant. Still missing water, that's just insane. How's my water deposit? Not water. Here. Not being delivered enough. So I'm still not creating enough water. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's find this. What are you missing? Aluminum bars. Not working as intended? Because aluminum bars we should have infinite. Well, it seems like infinite has been an over-exaggeration. Recycling center, what do you say? Somehow you don't have any more metal waste. Because we are recycling it somewhere else? I mean, there is this place.
You're in pause for some time now. Are you afraid, D?
Yeah. I started to realize that my my resources are just basically leaving me destroy this entire area. Way faster than I can stabilize the world. And that's kind of scary. Okay. So these trains should no longer come here. That means all metal waste should be directed into... Do we have any metal? No, not even. And that's because we haven't been transporting it successfully until now. Yeah, the growth is stunted. I don't know how to break through. Maybe we need to count a little bit. So these things want 300. Let's assume that all of these function at maximum efficiency.
Does factory have a similar game mechanic like the city needs here?
I don't know which factory game you mean. If it's satisfactory, no. If it's Factorio, no. In Factorio, it's more about the defense, so you need to expand and protect your own places to eventually leave. There's also research, so those are the two main focus of... You know what? Research will be the closest to the city needs here.
You say you're new to this game mechanic.
To the city needs, yes. And I guess I'm only struggling because I cannot ensure supply. I think that this may be the problem. Where's my aluminum bar? I needed more aluminum than I needed carbon. So maybe...
How did you fix increased research needs in Factorio then?
Oh, I just expanded my production, right? So that part was not the problem, but the numbers seem to elude me. That's my only problem right now. But I think I will get it done. Like, this amount of factories are sufficient to produce, but I'm not producing enough aluminum bars.
If you click on a factory, it says how much they make.
Yeah. So I'm currently under, I don't know, some number of what I should be producing. So I'm increasing now this production, and let's see where this leads. I would love to know what would be the final need of a city at 100,000 population. That would be really useful to know. But yeah, I think I may have to like redo a really big portion of my factory right now. The resource import is working out.
Are you okay if I spoil an efficiency secret, or you like to figure out stuff?
Oh, you can spoil something like this. In the end, most of this game is about figuring it out, right? So, I mean, performing it, not figuring it out. So I think I'm gonna try to reverse engineer the numbers and see if I can supply all that is needed. Maybe I should even like stop city growth completely, like go back to 0. Harvest the entire planet and then work backwards to what they need. But that may not be good because the things will change when water comes. I really wanted to get to 100,000 today, but it seems like you cannot do it. I may need a few more attempts. And I certainly need to transform the way I think about these layouts. I wonder how though. This one does
It is
seem more
minor
efficient
in my
though.
opinion, but if you put too much factory down, then drones spread the input resources, effectively reduce the output speed, as each factory will take a long time to finally get the last input to start making a product.
It does make sense, yes. I wish I also had copy paste. Like if I could have a module that then I can repeat 100 times, that would make me happy too. But right now I feel like I throw 20 trains at everything without calculating and hope that it works out. Okay. So I have a plan. I think we can do some form of extrapolation here. And unless I'm surprised by a new need in the middle, we can easily say that the final supply would be around 700 to have a 100% city when it reaches 100,000 population. I may be wrong, but I guess it's an okay assumption to start with. So that means we need 100k, no, whatever. 700 reinforced concrete, 700 O2, 700 high-tech parts, and 700 food. Because what I want to do is the following. For example, annual production is 60, that means I only need 12. That's 12. Then I will need to make sure I can supply this, which means I can calculate this. 700 high-tech parts. That will be factory. Produce 90, so it's even less than 10. Let's do 8. Perfect. 702. This one may be trickier just to understand how many of these I need. Oh, okay. Now we're talking. This one needs 60, 50. So that's 30. That's 60. And I see that transporting this out will be complicated. So make this room. And then we need 700 reinforced concrete. That is done here. Oh, this only produced 30. Okay, so that's 20 factories then. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. I guess we can do another. Right. So this is just for my understanding of what I need to supply. Now, out of this, I need to supply an X amount of compost and an X amount of water. Assuming that
Remember,
the trains...
the spread pattern is important. If you put down a line of depots, then some of them will not be transported due to equal spreads, so you should know how much overproduction you need to always have enough on the depot that is near the extraction train station.
That's a very good point. That also may be pointing at multiple stations rather than one station in the center and hoping that it spreads out for me. So thank you, C-Strand. Okay, that's a lot of water, Jesus. Didn't even think about this. Well, I'm happy I did now. And reinforced concrete is also a problem. Concrete is really my problem. Okay, you know what? This is a good theory. I can live from here to the future. I can probably figure it out. However, all of that will have to wait until the next episode. As I'm gonna take a break, see if I can have a good coffee. Thank you all very much for watching. See you next time.